easy go.
Oh my God, can we just get a player? Yeah.
2:33 before
About to score again.
And at the half, they go down. Oh, baby. And there he goes. He wants to air it out.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Before you stop by the concession for all your nice cold and refreshing or hot concession, make sure you stop by the concession.
Yes, sir.
And it'll be stopped for a loss here.
Boys going crazy. Look at this shit.
And also want to send another big shout out to the change crew. Those proud parents down there that come through on the weekend basis to help us out on the sideline. We're running the change, so we want to send a big shout out to the change gang down there for helping us run the change.
Chain gang.
Yes, sir.
Chain gang. Come on, Trey. I need you to go get some. I need you to get some film time. There you go back there. Come on. Look at my little brother about to fight. So the market's open Sunday at 5 o'clock to Friday at 5 o'clock. But I trade crypto on the weekend. So I'm about to show y'all what I'm up for today. I honestly been on Bitcoins the whole entire day. So let's just go ahead and see what I'm up. So obviously, so right now I am down on NZD CAD $100, but that's just simply because it's Saturday and the market is closed. So that pair isn't gonna move. You see that I'm in Bitcoin right now, and my account isn't that big, but I'm in Bitcoin right now. I'm down $15. Hopefully, you know, that turns around. We should be fine on that. But what I'm up today. So I scalped. You obviously see today is 522. It's 522 on here. So we up $551 today. And I really just been scalping it. Y'all see that I was at my little brother's football game, things like that, you know. So I didn't really have to put in too much work to go ahead and get that 500. So cool. So, you know, with that being said, I'm up $551 from my phone just because I decided to go ahead and, you know, trade crypto. You know, trade that Bitcoin. You know, I might be up, you know, another couple hundred by the end of the night. You know, that's possible. All right, family. So what I'm going to be doing in this video right here is on my previous clips, I showed y'all how I was able to make, you know, $500 on Bitcoin. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do and show y'all is how I actually made that money, how easy it was to make that money. So I'm on tradingview.com. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this Bitcoin pair. So I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and I'm looking at it on the 30-minute time frame. I'm on the 30-minute time frame. So cool. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to find the supply zone. I'm going to find my supply zone. So right here, previous rejection, right here, previous rejection, and right here, previous rejection. So all that I'm going to do is just draw a box, and that's going to be my supply zone. It's going to be my supply zone. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do, since I have that, I've seen that price got here, was previously a support. Now it becomes a resistance once we break out of it. So we broke through the floor. It was retesting its floors over here. But now we retested the floor, broke it, and now it becomes a ceiling. So it's our supply zone now. So now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to figure out how I can trap price. And I'm going to do is grab my trend line over here, and I'm going to figure out how I can go ahead and trap this price. So I'm going to come from this low here, this long wick, and connect it to another low. Connect to another low just like that. And then I'm going to identify this wedge. Then I'm going to identify this wedge here. So now what I have, the way that I caught this trade was cool. So once I got this right here, I have this wedge, I got this boxed in. So now I know price can either come in between here, play in between here, or it's going to break above, or it's going to break at the bottom. It's going to do one of three things. So now once I got this, I identified, you know, that this was a supply zone. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is figure out how I can pitch price in between here. So up here is where I actually entered. Up here is where I actually entered at the top of the supply zone. the top of this supply zone. So now, once I enter here, now what I'm just gonna do and put my take profit. I'm just gonna put my take profit right back to the trend line. So if I'm entering up here, all I'm gonna do is not put a TP all the way down here. I put take profit right at the trend line. I put take profit right at the trend line. And I didn't really need a stop loss for this trade because it went right into profit. But once I got into this trade, I'm able to identify it's at the top. It's at the supply zone already. So now I know it's about to get major rejection. So now, this is the move that I was able to catch. This is the move that I was able to catch. This falling candlesticks right here. This is the move I was able to catch. And just in a, an hour and a half time span, I was able to catch over 1,000 pips, over 1,300 pips. So if if you're using a 10-cent lot size, you're gonna get over $1,000. If you're using a 1 cent, you're gonna get about $130. So so with that, just this strategy right here, just by identifying trends and identify my supply zone and making this wedge, I was able to catch that. So cool. So after I caught that, I identified that obviously price broke out the bottom, and I know every breakout in the foreign exchange market will have a retest. In the foreign exchange market, whether you're trading foreign currencies or you're trading, cryptos. When you're on the charts and you're actually analyzing it, every breakout will have a retest. History is going to repeat itself. So this is a strong area of, resistance once we break out the bottom of this trend. So price broke out. Now all we have to do is wait for a retest, and I'm able to catch another move down and understand that the spread is very, very well within Bitcoin. So a small move is going to get you a lot of pips. And on the 1 cent lot size, you can actually eat off of this pair. So that's why I like it. But, going forward with Bitcoin, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to drop down to the 15-minute time frame. And I'm just going to show y'all how we're able to catch Bitcoin over and over scalping. Bitcoin is usually the only pair that I actually scalp. But moving forward with it, I'm still identifying a new channel. So now that I know price is going to play in between here, there's only a couple things that price will do. Obviously, it left a good bullish pin bar here, but it could possibly play in between here. It's going to continue to do this, or it can make this move up, break out the top, break out the supply zone, retest it, and go up, or it can come here, break out, retest, and come down. So it's only three things that the market can do. Like I said, we do not predict the market, we react to the market. So once this touches the top of this channel, I can possibly get a sell if I'm looking at the candlestick patterns. So I have to know the candlestick pattern. So if I get a reversal candlestick pattern here, bearish pin bar, bearish hammer, a doji candlestick, I will enter the sell. But I can't, get price up here and just enter a sell just because I think it's going to sell. I have to wait for those reversal candlesticks, or it can give me continuation candlesticks. And if it does, I wait for it to break out the top and retest. And then if it gives me continuation candle to the downside after I enter this sell, I continue to keep selling after break and retest. So that's just my little analysis on Bitcoin. I was able to catch over $500, in 3 trades within this. I'm actually about 570 now. I'm actually closed another position for a scalp. So, so that's pretty much my breakdown on Bitcoin. I'd hopefully this video helps somebody understand, a little bit more knowledge about basic trading, because this is obviously basic. I'm not adding any indicators. This is just me off a naked eye with the market, the current the crypto market. So Bitcoin is a very, very good pair to trade on, but it's not a good pair if you have a small account. So I would say in order to get into Bitcoin, on MetaTrader 4 app, you would need about a $250 account. So I wouldn't recognize, a lot of people to, I'm trying to find a word for it. I would advise anybody with a small account to trade Bitcoin. If you have $250 more, then you're definitely good to trade Bitcoin, but it's obviously going to blow your account if you have a small one, if you get in some drawdown. So let's just use proper risk management. But I hope this helps somebody understand, what I'm actually looking for, and what I actually did to actually catch that $570 on Bitcoin. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you go ahead and give us a like. Go ahead and give me a subscribe. And hit that post notification bell so you never miss anything or any education that I'm going to go ahead and post on this channel. So just go ahead and another thing, If you are not in my free Telegram chat, I need you in it. It is in the description below. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I'm out.